Have I experienced bread detox? Yes, I have. That's what we're going to talk about today. Hi, I'm Jen Mama Hen, and we're continuing on with the most frequently asked questions I get. And yeah, I get asked a lot about detox. Have I ever detoxed before? Have I done a parasite cleanse? Have I detoxed with the bread? Yes, I have, and so many of you guys have as well. So yeah, let's just talk a little bit about what I've done. I have done everything from Western medicine. I've been on rifaximin. I've done the whole cell core protocol. I've been on neem, black walnut, olive leaf, oregano, wormwood, clove. I have done Dr. Davis's book. I have been on his protocols. I have made his yogurt. I've done it all, and none of it helped me, but yes, I have definitely experienced Herxheimer reactions, detox. I get very, very sick when I do these protocols. I feel like I have the flu, I get headaches, I can't sleep, my joints hurt, I have GI symptoms. So yeah, I've done all of that, and that's why it's so amazing to me that something as simple as making my own bread brought me healing. But in all of that, I want to talk a little bit about the bread detox because some of you are experiencing the same thing, and I don't share that in my story. So just a little background, if you haven't watched my story, go back and watch it. But when I started eating 3 slices of freshly milled bread a day, my GI symptoms went away. For the first time in years, my gut was normal. I was having normal bowel movements. I wasn't hurting. I wasn't nauseous. I wasn't having pain. And it was miraculous. But about a week or 2 into it, one day I just started feeling horrible. My gut symptoms were gone, but I said to my husband, I am so weak. I feel like I cannot lift my arm. And my joints were swollen and hurting. My left knee was so bad I could hardly bear weight on it. I was having headaches. I literally felt like I had the flu. And I said to him, this is so weird because the only time I have ever experienced this is when I have detoxed. I'm kind of an expert on what that feels like. It's called the Herxheimer reaction. And I know what that feels like. And he said, well, I think maybe you better stop eating that bread. I said, I am not going to stop eating this bread because this is the first time I have not had to run to the bathroom 25 times a day. I know this bread is good for me. It has to be. I'm having normal bowel movements. But I thought, this is so weird. And so I looked it up. I looked up Sue Becker, freshly milled bread, and the word detox. And a whole flood of information came up. And then I found out that she had done a podcast on the subject. The podcast I listened to was Sue's Healthy Minutes, and I think it's episode number 83 if you want to check it out. Sorry, morning coffee is important. Anyway, these detox reactions, they are tough, but it's also a sign that something's happening, right? You're killing stuff off in your body, and it can be a bit overwhelming to your immune system, and sometimes we react. But this is the first time that I have ever been able to push through a Herxheimer reaction and come out the other side, not just better, but well and thriving. Something as simple as bread. I know this sounds crazy, guys, but it's true. It's what worked for me. And so if you're struggling in this area, I wanted to encourage you. And I know I haven't mentioned everything that I've taken. I don't want you to feel like you have to reach out and say, have you tried berberine? Yes, I've tried berberine. Have you tried binders? I've tried all the binders. I've tried it all, guys. And I just want to remind you too that we are all different. We're all unique, and what works for one person might not work for another. So for me, I decided to push through. I decided I'm going to keep eating 3 slices of bread because I know this is doing something for me. My GI symptoms were gone, and so I pushed through. For someone else, you might want to microdose. You might want to just take a bite of bread every day. Do what works for you. Listen to your body. You know your body best. To tag one of my followers here on TikTok. I can't remember her name. I think her account is Gut Healing and Other Stuff, something like that. But she's sharing her journey and she's experiencing this detox reaction right now. And I just want to share her account with you so that you can follow along with her and see what's going on. But I am having this message over and over and over again from y'all. So I just kind of wanted to prepare you, and please reach out. Would you please comment here if you are experiencing that, if you have experienced that, or if you're worried about experiencing that. Yeah, we want to hear your stories. And I love the questions, guys. And I love you. Enjoy the bread. You'll get through it.